Well, the Wisconsin Badgers wrapped up the regular season last weekend by losing twice at home to Ohio State, 5-1 on Friday and then 3-1 on Saturday. They also lost goaltender Matt Jerusik to a lower body injury. Don't know if we'll see him again this season, so freshman Jack Berry will be in goal when the Big Ten tournament begins for the Badgers on Friday at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. We'll see who Wisconsin will play, either Michigan State or Ohio State. I'm the radio voice for Wisconsin hockey, Brian Posick, and head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Well, Tony, I know last weekend didn't go the way you and your boys hoped it would go, but you've got a chance now in the Big Ten tournament. Nevertheless, last few games, the puck's not going in the net as regularly as it had been. Hopefully we'll see that this weekend in Detroit.
You're right. The last few games, it's not that we didn't create chances. It's just we weren't as sharp around the net as we had been in, most of the year. So I think once you fall in a little bit of a rhythm where it's not going in for you, you might try a little bit harder. You might wait a split second longer and allow a defenseman to get a stick on or the goalie to get out a little bit farther. And I think we just got to get back to the old ways of just deliver the puck to the net and crash the net for rebounds, and we'll get goals. I mean, our team, all year until the last few games has really been a dynamic offensive team. So it's a shame it came and hit us at this time of the year. But again, we got skilled, talented players that when you're getting into a short tournament like this is, and obviously we have to win on Friday to give ourselves a chance on Saturday, I think the guys will be fired up and ready to go, and we'll be able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, defensively, Ohio State's one of the best scoring teams in the country. Their power play is #1. I thought you did a decent job against their power play, and you very well could face them again here on Saturday.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance we will face them, but I think we did a really good job on the PK. The exception was obviously the quick up by their goalie. The goalie made a heck of a play on their first goal, which was a huge goal. I thought we had a great start to Saturday's game. I thought we were in control of it. We got a little sloppy, gave them a breakaway, took a penalty, trying to prevent the scoring chance on that breakaway, and they were able to capitalize on a quick up by their goalie. But their goalie was solid all weekend. He really was. He played great. They blocked a ton of shots. We had the puck in their end in scoring areas. We just weren't able to beat them. So we'll have to be a little bit sharper offensively when we do play them, if it is indeed Ohio State on Friday night. But I think we're 2-2 against them this year. They've been 4 really good hockey games. We won 2 real exciting games against them on the road, and we're on the road again. That's where we've been more comfortable and played better this year.
Yeah. Also, Jack Berry, the freshman goaltender, actually has better numbers on the road than he does at home, and he's going to carry the ball here for a while, isn't he?
It looks like it. Maddie's injury that happened to him on Friday night looks like it's going to be at least this week. I know he's trying really hard to do everything he can to speed up the healing process, and he'll probably try and get his pads on by Wednesday to see if it's possible for him to be ready for this weekend. But obviously an injury to a lower body for goalies is not a good thing. So it looks like it'll be Matt for this weekend
this weekend.
I'm sorry, Jack this weekend and Matt on the sidelines, and hopefully we get the job done this weekend and Matt gets some time to play in the upcoming weeks.
Yep. Jack Berry, by the way, was among the top 3 in the Big Ten in goals against, save percentage, and winning percentage prior to the Ohio State series. I thought he was the best freshman goaltender in the league, but he didn't make the all-freshman team. Several Badgers did make the all-conference club. We'll talk with Tony Granato about that in just a moment.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Well, the Big Ten handed out its all-conference honors on Monday. I'm sitting next to the Big Ten Coach of the Year, Tony Granato. 19 wins during the regular season, second place finish in the Big Ten and a first-round bye in the conference tournament. You also had the Freshman of the Year, Tony, in Trent Frederick, who's had a fantastic rookie season, 15 goals and 33 points. Well-deserved, isn't it?
Well-deserved. He's been great since day one. I think here's a kid that came from the U.S. development program, that came here and knew how to play the game, and he's been a leader. He's been a guy that we've relied on in so many different situations, and really, I just think continues to get better. So hopefully we'll have him for another year. We're talking, when you look at the end of a season and you have such a great year, you always wonder if his NHL team is going to pluck him and bring him up. But he's been a great college player for us, and like I said, hopefully we'll have him for another year.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have Trent and Luke Cunnin back. Luke, of course, a first-round draft pick as well for the Minnesota Wild. No Badgers made the first team all-conference, and there are some good forwards out there. Let's not, let's talk about Justin Kloos and Tyler Sheehy and Mason Jobst and Nick Schultz. There's some good forwards in the Big Ten, but Luke and Trent both made second team all-conference, and Jake Linhart, second team as well on the defensive end. That's pretty nice.
It is nice, and all of those guys, and Utiski had another great year, or had a great year for us. I thought Cameron Hughes had a great year for us as well. So there were other guys that could have been in the mix as well, but to have three guys in that group is outstanding. So Luke and Trent and Jake were all outstanding and well-deserved of a nice recognition.
Yeah, Peter Tischke and Jack Berry were honorable mention all Big Ten. It's off to Detroit now, Joe Louis Arena for the Big Ten tournament. You'll await the winner of the Ohio State-Michigan State game on Thursday. You mentioned going 2-2 against the Buckeyes, 4-0 against the Spartans. You're going back to a building that you're familiar with. It's a great setting, and this will be the final time of this format for the Big Ten tournament with Notre Dame joining the league next year. There's no reason you can't go into that building and win 2 games because you've beaten every team in this league so far.
Yeah, we have, and we're excited, and I think, whether you look at the beginning of the year or whenever during the year, you always want a chance at the end of the season where you're sitting pretty good and you can win a couple games and get a tournament bid, and that's the situation we're in. We finished second in the Big Ten. There's 3 teams probably from the Big Ten that are going to be in the tournament, and we've beaten all 3 of them and think we match up well against them. So we'll have our opportunity again to get back at Ohio State for this weekend, maybe Michigan State. Michigan State's, they're going to play hard. We know that. They play hard. So we'll have one of those teams on Friday, and I think we'll play well there and have another crack on Saturday night to advance, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and you're 11-5 away from home this season. For whatever reason, you've played better away from the Kohl Center than you have not,
I think we're just a more relaxed team on the road, and again, we've talked about it a lot on this show about new experiences for our team, and I think on the road sometimes it's easier. You can just focus on your game and getting ready for your game. There's a little bit less distractions, and you play a simpler game on the road. And I wish we had a better formula for playing at home, because we probably would be in a little bit better position right now heading into the tournament. But I think the bottom line is we're still a confident team. We're still a team that believes in itself, and we're going to go out on Friday night and throw everything at them, and hopefully get the opportunity to do the same thing on Saturday.
Right, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Brian.
Tony Granato, head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers. Should point out the Wisconsin women ranked #1 all season, headed to St. Charles, Missouri for the Frozen Four. Mark Johnson's club will play on Friday at 5 o'clock against Boston College, and we'll see if the Badgers can advance to the championship game on Sunday against either Minnesota or Clarkson. Big Ten Network will carry the women's championship game on Sunday. Big Ten Network also has the Big Ten Conference Tournament from Joe Louis Arena. Badgers play Friday, face-off at 3:30. You can watch it there. You can also listen to it on the Badgers Sports Network, and I'd love to be on the air Saturday at 6:30 for our pregame show. Thank you, Tony. When the Badgers play for a Big Ten championship and an auto bid to the NCAA tournament. For Tony Granato, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.